Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Saima Khoro. I'm from Muhammad Ali Jinnah University. Today I would like to explain the mediation models in PLS-SEM. A quick recap of partial least square structure equation modeling versus covariance space structure equation modeling is that PLS-SEM is non-parametric in nature. This means that it only handles non-normally distributed data, whereas CBSEM covariance space SEM is parametric in nature and it only handles normally distributed data. When we say that mediation models in PLS SEM means what? So the answer will be mediator variable is a mechanism that underlies the relationship between the two construct, which is the endogenous construct and exogenous construct. Furthermore, the types of mediation models are partial mediation model, which is also called simple mediation model. The second category is full mediation model, which is also called multiple mediation model. Here there are two varieties of multiple mediation model. The first is parallel mediation model, the second is serial mediation model. If you look at the simple mediation model, we can say that the direct effect, which shows the linear relationship between y1 and y2, is represented by the path coefficient p3. Y1 and m is represented by the path coefficient p1. M and y2 is represented by the path coefficient p2. The direct effect is shown by P3. The indirect effect is the multiplication of P1 and P2. And if we want to calculate the total effect, which is the summation of direct effect and total indirect effect. Further, when we consider the parallel mediation model, here we can see that two mediators are in parallel to each other, and the direct effect is shown by P3. Total indirect effect is the multiplication of P1 and P2 plus P4 and P5, and the total effect is achieved by summation of direct effect and total indirect effect. Moving ahead, if we look at the serial mediation model, we can see that total indirect effect is equal to summation of multiplication of a1 into b1 plus a2 into b2 plus a1 a3 and b2. These are the multiplication products of the path coefficients, and the direct effect can be achieved when c bar is is calculated. Further, the summation of total effect is achieved by total indirect effect plus direct effect. When we say that how can we test the mediation effects on PLS SEM? So in literature, past literatures, there are two phases that describes the testing of mediation effects on PLS SEM. The first phase is determining the significance of total indirect effects and their magnitudes. This is achieved in smart PLS by the results of PLS SEM algorithm and the bootstrapping procedure. Bootstrapping is a non-parametric procedure that allows testing the statistical significance of PLS SEM results. This validates the significance procedure of direct effect, total indirect effect, and total effect. The second step is the determining the effect and mediation status. This is the decision process. If P1 multiplication, if the product of P1 and P2 is significant, then we have three decision boxes. First is complementary, then competitive, and then indirect. If the multiplication of P1 and P2 is insignificant, then we have two decisions: direct only, which means no mediation, and no effect, which is also called no mediation. This is the technical specification of smart PLS. The link is defined here, from which you can download the PLS smart PLS, and the book is also available. Thank you from my side, and thank you so much for giving me the time and listening me.